Okay, what are some types of questions that you can expect to be asked in part 2? You should be prepared with stating. For example, the question will ask you what, where, who, and when. You should be able to state or name in order to get a mark for this question. For example, what is your preferred social media? Or where do you prefer to go during a weekend? Or who is the person you admire the most? Or when is the last time you feel sad, for example, all right? And you should also expect the question to ask you about advantages and disadvantages. And to simplify, you can actually think about why you choose something or why don't you choose something to state the advantages and disadvantages of something. Okay, another type of question is the question will ask you the reasons or the importance of something. For example, the reasons why teenagers use social media or the reasons for pollution, for example. So, in other words, this question also asks you why something happened or why something is preferred by someone, okay? And the next question, which is the third level usually, the third question, the third point in any writing task is suggestions or some ways or tips. So in other words, the question how. Okay, how can you keep healthy, for example? Another not so common but is often asked as well in this part is preference. So sometimes the question will ask you to prefer which one, which over the other one. Okay, and the question of preference also comes with the question why. Why do you prefer something? And last but not least, this is also not common, but sometimes it would be asked, is to make prediction. So what would you predict to happen in 10 years' time, for example? What do you think will happen if something happens, for example? So you should be able to equip yourself with these types of questions in order for you to get a 5 for your content.